My name is Antoine Aube. Along with Jorja Fleming, Bretschneider, and Checn, we bring you PantryPilot, a one-stop shop for recipes for those looking to reduce waste through ensuring the use of expiring ingredients, or a place to simply search for recipes based on your preferences and dietary restrictions.
Our website begins on our homepage here, where we've got an option to create an account or log in. I did create an account with my Gmail account, so I have the option to log in via Google OAuth. It should ask me for my for two-factor authentication here, which I'll confirm on my phone, and that will take me back to my dashboard.
Here on our dashboard, we can see an alert that we have 3 ingredients about to expire in our pantry. Clicking into our pantry, we see that we have ingredients listed in red that are near their expiration dates. We can click on a button next to that to search for recipes that are relevant to that ingredient. We're then taken to a page where we have a list of recipes, and if we click into one of those recipes, we see that we have a summary of the recipe along with ingredients and instructions on how to make it. Let's add it to our dashboard.
Additionally, you have the option to search for recipes that may not be in your pantry. Let's try chicken again, but this time with the restrictions of a ketogenic diet and a soy intolerance. That will give us new recipes that satisfy those search criteria. I also do love chicken wraps, so let's go ahead and take a look at these. Add to the dashboard, and then from the dashboard, what I can do is actually upload an image of my crafted version. So on my desktop here, I've got an image of my rendition of that recipe, where I can add it and then see it right next to the spoonacular pulled image. Back on the show page, we also have the option to email this recipe to a friend, or in this instance, I can just send it to myself. We'll go ahead and click that, and that gives us sends the email here that shows us the recipe along with all of the ingredients and instructions on how to make it.
We used a lot of different technologies for this project, many of which were unfamiliar to us coming in. We used Ruby on Rails on both the front end and the back end for Rails' ability to deploy web applications quickly and for its friendliness with relational databases. We also used the RSpec testing framework on both ends. On the front end side, we used Bootstrap for styling so that our users didn't have to click through Craigslist pages. We built RESTful API endpoints on the back end for the front end to consume, the data for which came from a combination of the Spoonacular API for recipe data, as well as a PostgreSQL database that stored a user's favorite recipes. We also used Sidekick and Redis to allow a user to be able to send off and email their favorite recipes to their friends and family. We used Google OAuth for user authentication, and then Amazon Web Services S3 buckets for file upload and storage. We also used Heroku to deploy to production, as well as Circle CI for continuous integration and continuous deployment.
Our Miro board was our main source for group brainstorming, as well as our space for note-taking during daily stand-ups and retros. We used GitHub projects to create a more granular view of specific project tasks. We often worked in pairs with one person implementing the front end while the other would implement the back end of a specific feature. This enabled us to create a better understanding of the flow of data throughout our application. We integrated Circle CI to our general development workflow from an early stage, which brought a new set of challenges. Considerations for different environments and new dependencies like Redis for our background workers required more time spent debugging for deployments and builds. Through that experience, however, we gained confidence in our ability to maintain a live site without interrupting our users' experience.
In future iterations of this project, we look forward to adding personalized alerts and calendar notifications to ensure that you never miss an ingredient's expiration date just because you're not on the site, recipe notes to customize your recipes with personalized touches, from spice preferences to altitude-adjusted cooking times, and AI-powered beverage pairing options to suggest the perfect wine, beer, or non-alcoholic drink to complement your dish.
For those of you in the audience who want to reduce your food waste at home, and those of you with dietary restrictions, we hope this application can help you explore new culinary horizons. On behalf of the PantryPilot team, we thank you for watching.